What's up, YouTube busters? This is IABB Pro Rico Rivas. Once again, we are working and making a lot of content for you guys. Thank you so much for the appreciation and the positive energy and the positive feedbacks. We're gonna do today something a little bit different, requesting from you guys. And this is something that we thought about and we're working on it. And so finally, this episode is gonna be a little bit different. So I hope you guys like it. Please don't forget to subscribe and drop your comment and ask us questions and ask where you wanted to see next episode. Okay, so we're gonna dig a little bit more personal in this episode and talk about 5 things that I wish to know before I start bodybuilder or in my early career of bodybuilding. So it's 5 important things, the more important common things that people ask me. And let's go dig down and get personal. So I write it down the questions that we cannot do this episode. So number 1, PEDs. Wow, let's go talk about PEDs. Where I wish I know before that. First of all, I wanted to mention and put it clear that I don't have any medical experience. I am not a doctor, and I am not suggest anybody to do this or give you any advice about this. This is only my personal experience, where I experience and where I see and where I talk to other bodybuilders. That's all it is. So clear that in mind. So anyways, PEDs, what I wish to know. I wish to know how the science and how PDE works. You know, it's a lot of different kind of steroids, a lot of different kind of things out there. The people don't really realize how it works, and people don't really know the side effects, and they don't really know how to use it. So I wish I know exactly how I use it, how I take things off in my off season, how I clean myself up, and how I come back when I return to compete to use it. You know, it's a lot of things out there. It's no secret. The bodybuilding is involved in a lot of PDEs, performance enhancing. But as long as you are safe, as long as you know what to do, as long as you know the consequence about this, that's what matters for everybody out there. So everybody that wanted to use PDEs, please be careful. Get you information. Information is the more valuable thing in this. So research online. Right now, we are in the 20th century that you can find anything online. So do you search before you decide to open that door, because as soon as you open that door, it's not that pretty, it's not everything what you think. Okay? So they have many different kinds for many different things, and everything have a function in your system and your body. But just remember that whatever you use, be careful and have more information that you can. And if you don't know, before you see that guy in the gym, before you see that bodybuilder with the big arms, before you ask these questions, hire somebody that have experience on this. Because the person that you cannot get information in the gym, the jack guy, the person that looks good, that doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. That doesn't mean that it's gonna be, your body is gonna respond the way they respond to him. So don't look out for those big guys, those jack guys that they just told you 1 and 2 and 3. Look for information, hire somebody expert in this, hire somebody that know, and most important, be safe. Because anything that you do with PDEs, it can give it to you consequence. Luckily enough, in my personal experience, I have not have any consequence yet. But as a bodybuilders, we do what we do. This sport is reckless already. It's a very extreme sport. So if you don't have it carefully, if you don't have responsible, if you don't do this responsible, you know, this can turn really ugly. Make sure you have all your vitamins. Make sure you do your blood test. Make sure you check with your doctor. Make sure you have your cardiogram for your heart. Make sure you are hydrated. And most important, make sure your electrolytes are in balance. So all these things play major role in PEDs. And make sure you take break from PEDs. That is the bottom line. Take break. PEDs only as benefit when you are in contest prep. If you are somebody that you just wanted to live the lifestyle, it's not a reason to do PDEs. It isn't. That's my personal experience. That is what I wish to know before I start bodybuilding. The next question that I have, that a lot of people ask me, is how to choose which show to compete. So I done many shows over the years. I believe this will be my show number 47. So I have a 45 shows under my belt. What I wish to know is when you pick a show, make sure, first of all, make sure that show is competitive. Second of all, make sure that show, if you are beginning, make sure that show is high in your standards. What does that mean? It means don't go to a high show where it's a lot of professional competition, a lot of competitors that you know you're not going to place. If you are only competing for trophies, that's not a reason to compete. You wanted to compete to be success. You wanted to compete to learn about your body. You wanted to compete to put your name out there, and you wanted to compete to win. That's the mentality that you have to have. Okay? So to collect trophies, just buy your own trophy on Amazon. That's all. As hard as it sounds. So, when you choose a shows, it's like a chess. You have to know how to play your chess. You have to know how to play your shows. You have to know where you're going. Most of the time, local shows are the best part because you can bring everything with you. It's easy for you. Your family can come. Your friends can come. When you go to shows that you have to travel, it's a little stress out because you have to travel, expenses and everything. And everybody knows that in bodybuilding is not very much money unless you are top Olympian or top nationals or things like that. So before you compete, make sure you use the right choice. Make sure you pick the right show to compete and then just crush that show. As simple as that. If you don't win your class, you have no business in nationals. If you don't win an overall, you have no business in nationals. As hard as it sounds. Maybe for some people will say, well, who are you to crush my dream? Yes, exactly. I am nobody to crush your dream, but be realistic. If you cannot win your class or an overall and the region show and the local show, what makes you think you can place in nationals? It's very simple. I have 12 second place and I have 14 wins and I had 9 overalls. It takes time. Take your time. Pick the right choice and the right show for you. Don't just jump right away. The shows, the competitions always gonna be there. But when you're ready, you know when you're ready. That's my point. So if you have no one to show, if you have no one overall, why even go to nationals? It's no point. Unless you want to have the experience, which is fine. If you want to have the experience, if you want to feel how is walking the national stage, go for it. But if you want to be a competitor, first you got to win a region show you class, then you want to win an overall, then you want to go a show that's national qualified, and then when you go in nationals, you make your mark, you make your name, you won the overall in nationals, you get your pro card, and then you jump to the pro status. After that, your bodybuilding career just start from there, because to win a pro show, it's not hard, it's not impossible, but it takes a lot of dedication. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So that's the question number 2. The next question is question number 3. How important is your off season of your contest prep? Okay, so with this question, I'm gonna try to be as honest as possible, and maybe it sounds a little harder. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna have their feelings, harder feelings, but I'm just trying to be truthful and I'm trying to be as nice as possible. First of all, off season is extremely important. That is when you build your muscle. That is when you build your strength, when you build the frame. Prep contest is only when you polish the frame. That's what it is. I walk to the gym a lot of times. A lot of people say, oh, dude, I am bulking. And I say, no, fuck, no, you are not bulking. You're fucking fat. That's the reality. You are fat. You're lying to yourself. You're not bulking. Bulking, what it means bulking? Bulking means you need to do your diet 7 days a week. You can have cheat meals 3 times a week. Bulking means you still have a visible abs. Bulking means you still have a little bit striations in your legs. Bulking means you are still in shape. Bulking doesn't mean you are fat. Bulking doesn't mean you have a big belly. That's not bulking. That is you are fat. That's the reality. That's the fact. So why off season is very important is because when you are off season and when you continue with your diet, even if you have a cheat meals 2 times a week, 3 times a week, you are still in shape. You need to look like a bodybuilder. It's very easy to say I wanted to compete, I wanted to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to do the fucking hard work. That's the reality. Nobody wanted to diet 7 days a week. Nobody wanted to do cardio 6 days a week. That's the reality. So when you do your diet, even in your off season, when you do your cardio, even in your off season, when you grow good quality muscle, that's where it's bulking. Okay, so let's go separate between bulking and be fat. So that way, when you start and you look for a show and you are bulking, it's gonna be easy for you. Why? Because you're still in shape. You are not in contest shape. You don't have the same striation. You don't have the same quality muscle, but you are in shape. So it will be easy for you transfer yourself from be bulking to be in shape. That's my point. It will be easy for you, for your health, for your heart, for your stress, and your contest. It will be go a lot easy. Trust me, I have almost 15 years competing, and for the last 5 years, I exactly know what bulking means. I used to do the show. After the show, I don't train, I eat, and then I got fat, and then by the time they wanted to do the next show, I don't have the muscles. I had the same. I always look the same in every single show. Why? Because I don't do anything when I was bulking. That's the bottom line. So bulking, you need to build you quality muscle. You need to build your frame. So that way pre-contest, you only polish and you will see that frame sharper. That's what bulking means. We're gonna go question number 4. Question number 4, your diet. Your diet. Okay, this is extremely important. What I wish to know about my diet before I start bodybuilding. I wish I know how to eat correctly. Again, like I mentioned before, after the show, I just eat everything what I want and I get myself fat. My blood pressure was high. I was uncomfortable. I couldn't even tie my shoes. I was puffy, swollen water. I was extremely uncomfortable and look miserable. So how important is your diet is extremely important. After competition or whatever you do, yes, have fun, have a cheat meal, have a good meal. The next day, have a good breakfast, maybe have a good lunch, and then after that, come back to your diet. Come back to the same routine that you have. Because when soon as you leave your diet, soon as you don't do the cardio, you don't come back to the gym, you will pile the pounds and pounds of fat and swallowing water like crazy. You can even end in the hospital. Okay? Some people don't know that, but in 2016, when I was doing my competition and I won the Olympia Amateur, after the show, I eat like crazy in the buffet and I ended in an emergency. Why? Because my blood pressure was too high and I could not breathe. So your diet is really important. And if you're not a bodybuilder, it doesn't really matter. If you're a person that you just wanted to live the lifestyle, I mean, that's great. How you live the lifestyle? Eating healthy. You're not gonna go to the gym 5-6 days a week, do your cardio, and the weekends go party, eat some garbage, and go drink every week, and you're not gonna make a progress. You're not gonna make a gains. That's the bottom line. I see a lot of people that train from Monday to Friday, they're killing themselves in the gym, they do so much cardio, and then they party in the weekend. That's not the way that the lifestyle is. In order to have good lifestyle, in order to be in shape, to have a nice body, have abs, you have to sacrifice yourself. I'm not saying don't have fun. What I'm saying to you is have balance. One thing is balance and one thing is being reckless. So if you are the person that bodybuilder is not for you, that you just want to be in shape, be in shape. How you die, how you things, maybe once in a while, have your cheat meals, have a drink, and come back to your diet. Be consistent. Consistency is the number one factor in this sport. If you are not consistency, your body will not handle very well. The diet, extremely important. Vegetables, nutrients, fats, protein, carbs. A lot of people if you are a person that you want to bulk, you can always eat red meat. Why eat red meat? Red meat, you can create a lot of muscle and you can absorb the nutrients or zinc and all the nutrients of red meat. If you're a person that you want to lean down, you can eat the protein, which is chicken and fish, to lean down fast and get in shape fast. So it all depends what you want. So my point is, be careful with your diet, and the diet, it has to be 360 days of the year. Okay? That is a question number 4. So question number 5, training splits and training safely. And this is a very important topic for me, personal, because I am 45 and I am an IABB pro competing in the Pro League. And now I know what it means to train with intensity and train safely. See, when we are young, we all wanted to train heavy. We all wanted to train reckless, you know? But when you turn your 35s, your 40s, you have to be smart how to train. You have to train according to your body and according to how you feel, how you perform in the gym. If you're a person that you are 45 years old and you've never been going to the gym, you're not gonna train heavy. But if you're a person that you constantly be in the gym and you've been training constantly, of course you're gonna go a little heavy, but you're gonna train safely. What it means to train safely? What it means right now, what it works for me a lot, what I am doing with my training is a lot of slow emotion, muscle contraction, muscle connection, using more machines than the free weights. A lot of people say, well, if you wanted to get big, you have to use free weights. Yes, that's true. But what they don't realize is when you bodybuilder for 15 years, when you're a person that you've been training for 10, 15 years, you already built your body. You already built your frame. All you have to do is just maintain that frame. How are you maintaining? With machines, with cable, with bands, with intensity, a slow emotion, muscle contraction, muscle connection. All those things is a big factor when you are training or after you are 40. If you are a young kid, that you are 22, 23, yes, you can go heavy. Yes, you can carry so many weight. You muscle, they so understand and they so know how much weight you carry. Many people think because they carry 140 pounds dumbbells, your chest know that. Your chest doesn't realize what it is. Your chest doesn't know if it's 100 pounds dumbbell or if it's 25 pounds. Your chest doesn't know that. Okay? And it takes muscle contraction. It takes small emotions. Feel the pump. One thing is you soar, okay? And one thing is you pump. Okay, where we're looking in the gym is for the pump muscle, that tiredness, the feel like it's something is gonna blow up inside of your muscle. That's what we're looking for. We are not looking for the next day to my arm be extremely sore because I carry 90-pound dumbbells. We are not looking for that. That is muscle damage. Okay, so that's my point. You have to train smarter. You have to train with intensity more than the weights. Now, obviously, people see me in the gym. I train with a lot of weights, but I am different. I am 15 years competing. I'm a bodybuilder. I know how to manipulate the weight, and even that, I am careful. So that's a very important thing. So when you train, always train with intensity, but focus more on you muscle connection, muscle contraction, And most important, is slow emotion. Trust me, your body is gonna thank you later. When you're 40, you can still train with the same intensity. But if you are 25, 27, 30, and you're still training extremely heavy, reckless, and don't really connect the muscle connection, by the time that you are 40, you're not gonna even be able to lift 50 pounds. Because why? Your tendons are gonna wear and tear. Muscle is gonna start getting tired and fatigued. Your bones are gonna getting weaker. So what does that mean? You really beat up your body too fast. I know bodybuilders that they don't even in nationals and they are doing 2-3 shows. They train extremely heavy, and by the time they do 2-3 shows, they're done. They have an injury. A lot of them have a Abel's tendonitis. A lot of them have a shoulder pain. A lot of them have a knee pain. Many things. So that is why I extremely advise you, be careful when you're in the gym. Train smart. Don't train for the ego. Train for the sculpture. That's what you need to do. Okay? So that is 5 things that I wanted to share with you guys. This is a small video, but I think it's important to put it out there. And I think it's important to go little deep, personal, in those things that people wanted to know. So that's all for today, guys. I know this video is short, but I wanted to do this and go deep and personal. Don't forget to order your Sonoma Fit meals. Put it at Rico 10 for 10% off. If you want to one day or merchandise, champion mentality, hat, or the caps, please don't forget to go to ricorivas.net or DM me. And also, if you are looking for a coach, if you are a person that want to compete, person that live the lifestyle, or just wanted to lose weight, don't forget to DM me. I am the person that can help you to reach your dream. Trust me, I work every single penny. So thank you very much, guys. Please don't forget to drop your comment. Please give it to us an idea what you want to see next time and how we doing in this kind of episode. To the next time, ricorivas.net, signing out.